They call it the Devil's Chair, just an old brick bench in the back of Lake Helen Casadaga Cemetery, Florida. Looks harmless, like the kind of thing an old man might sit on while visiting a grave. But the locals, they won't touch it. Not after dark. Not even on a dare. They say if you sit in it at midnight, you'll hear him. The devil. Or something like him. I was in Florida visiting my uncle last summer. Small town. Quiet. Not much to do after sunset except swap stories on the porch and swat mosquitoes. One night, over a few beers, he brought it up. The chair. Said back in high school, kids used to sneak out to the cemetery and dare each other to sit in it. Most just ran off screaming, he said. But one kid, Jonah, sat there the full 5 minutes. I asked what happened to Jonah. My uncle didn't laugh, didn't blink, just said he stopped talking after that. Naturally, I had to see it. I'm not saying I believed the story. I just wanted to disprove it. You know how it is. You're young, cocky, bored. I told my cousin Caleb and his girlfriend Jessie we were going, midnight. We drove out, parked by the old fence, and walked in with flashlights. The cemetery was dead quiet, no pun intended. Gravel crunching, Spanish moss hanging like torn curtains in the moonlight. Then we saw it. Red brick, half sunken into the ground, shaped like a throne nobody wants. I walked up, turned around, and sat. At first, nothing. Just wind and a soft creaking in the trees. Jessie joked, "You feel the devil yet?" I smirked and started counting out loud. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, but somewhere around 30 Mississippi. I felt it. Pressure, like someone leaning in over my shoulder, except there was no one behind me. And then, a whisper, right next to my ear, low, ragged, words I couldn't understand, like another language, or maybe just breath. I jumped up. Okay, that's enough. But the whisper didn't stop. It kept going. Even though I was standing, even though I was backing away, even though I wasn't sitting anymore. Jessie grabbed my arm. What's wrong? I looked at her and she was still smiling. But Caleb wasn't. He was staring at the chair, not at me, at the chair. And then he whispered, "Do you hear that?" He hadn't even sat in it. We got out of there fast. Didn't look back. That night, I barely slept. Every time I closed my eyes, I swore I could feel someone breathing right next to me. When I finally drifted off near dawn, I dreamed of bricks, red bricks, and someone sitting behind me whispering, always whispering. A week later, back home, I checked my voicemail. There was a message I didn't remember getting. No caller ID, just static, and under the static, a voice, ragged software saying my name. I don't talk about that night much anymore. Not because I'm scared, so not exactly, but because sometimes, late at night, I catch myself turning my head, like I'm waiting for something. And when the room's real quiet, no TV, no AC, I still hear it. That same whisper, right at the edge of my ear. And sometimes, I think it's waiting for me to sit back down